Welcome to another Decompa 77 video and to another Come On United, Manchester United. Well, what can I say? Manchester United 0, PSG 2. Mixed emotions, to be honest. Mixed emotions. On the one hand, very disappointed that we lost and can draw quite a lot of negatives as well. You know, the injuries to Martial and to Lingard, not sure how serious they are. The fact that the players that came on weren't able to kind of, you could say, fill the void. You could say that PSG were the better side. You could say that at times we really didn't look strong at all. That, you know, especially that second goal, great counter-attack from PSG and an unbelievable great finish. It was great finish from Mbappe, and what made it so great was the movement leading up to that, because, you know, he was, you could say, behind play, but he played the ball out wide, out to the left. Can't remember who passed the ball to him, but he found himself. He just found that gap. I think there were about four Manchester United defenders, and he got to the ball first, and all he needed to do was just touch it, just tap the ball, and it beat De Gea. De Gea didn't really have much to say, to be honest. He couldn't really do anything, and with the first goal as well, I mean, poor marking, very poor marking from Manchester United. So it's possible to draw a load of negatives from this game, but there are some positives as well, and I think the positive has to be that although we lost, of course I've got mention one more negative though, because it just of course popped into my mind just right now. Pogba's red card. That's a disappointment there. And the referee as well, but I'll get into my thoughts on the referee in a moment. But the positives, there were some good performances though, because it wasn't all PSG yesterday. There were moments when we did have a lot of the ball and we were trying, and it didn't look that bad at times, but in general we were definitely second best. And but, you know, we're not out of it. We're not completely out of it. I mean, football's football. Anything can happen. But this is going to be really tough in the second leg now, because they're going to have at least Cavani back, I imagine. And, you know, they produced a performance that they did without him. And with him back, you know, it's going to be really difficult. You know, and we're going to have to play without Pogba now, he played well. It's just that, you know, in general, the teams, the way they played, you know, PSG did a really good job. They were disciplined, they were patient, well balanced as well. Maybe the reason for that also is that they were playing away. They played a bit maybe differently, but once they got into their stride, they really did well. So I have to hand it to them there. So yeah, I didn't really want to talk about the referees, because I don't like to talk about the referees in a negative way. But you know, the decisions that the referee made were not all good. I think the bookings especially, they were harsh at times, not just for Manchester United but for PSG. But I think it's also down to the fact that certain referees come from certain leagues, and it's what you're used to. And so I'm not blaming the referee for the way he was brandishing the yellow cards for my liking. They were brandishing it. It's just what he's used to, and it's what I think, you know, he looks out for in these games. I think if it would have been a referee from England, then maybe, you know, we wouldn't have seen some of those yellow cards. But it couldn't have been a referee from England, of course, because Manchester United, an English team. So we had to have someone from a different country, and it just happened to be that referee. And and it's unfortunate that there was a red card. I did think that maybe there would be a red card, but unfortunately he went to Paul Pogba, and now he's gonna have to sit out the second leg, and we've got a bit of a mountain to climb. But as Solskjaer said, mountains are there to be climbed. So yeah, and to be honest, I think if any club's going to claw this back, it's Manchester United. We'll see. So at the end of the day, disappointed that it's the first defeat for Manchester United under Ole Solskjaer as caretaker manager. But it was going to come when eventually. Yes, it would have been nice to go into the next match with a positive result, but gotta believe. So all I've got to say now is, come on United, Manchester United.